Before we begin, I want to take just a few seconds to say this. If you care about your health after the age of 50 or 60, and you want to find trustworthy knowledge, honest sharing from a doctor who has walked alongside countless older patients, then please hit the subscribe button and join us here at Health Hub Central. Every week, my team and I will bring you stories, simple yet powerful tips, and little lessons that can truly change your quality of life. And I also hope you'll leave a comment after watching this video, share your experience, the challenges you're facing, or even just a warm hello. Because who knows? Your story might become the source of hope and strength for someone else searching for it. You are not alone on this journey. We are building a community together, where age is not a barrier, but rather a gentle reminder of how precious health truly is. My friends, many people often think that once they reach 60, the body inevitably grows weaker, walking becomes harder, and falling becomes unavoidable. But from my perspective as a doctor who has cared for patients for over 30 years, I must tell you, this is a dangerous misconception. Our body is like a miraculous machine. If we take care of it, nourish it, it can keep running strong for a lifetime. But when neglected, when we allow our muscles to waste away, we don't just lose strength, we lose independence, freedom, and even dignity. Studies in the United States show that after age 60, people lose an average of 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade. Without intervention, by age 80, many can hardly stand up from a chair without help. And this, in fact, is the leading cause of falls, a seemingly small accident, yet one that can take a life or leave an older adult dependent for the rest of their days. I know that sounds frightening. But don't despair. Because here's the good news, muscle loss can be slowed, and even reversed, if we know how. I remember Mr. Frank, 74, a former PE teacher from New York. He came to me with painful knees and difficulty walking. I used to guide students running every single day. Now, just climbing 5 steps leaves me gasping, he said. Frank believed nothing could change. But when we adjusted his diet, added certain vegetables, and paired that with light exercise, in just 4 months, he was walking along the beach with his wife again. He told me something I'll never forget: I feel like I've just regained 10 years of youth. Then there's Mrs. Linda, 75, from California. She had fallen once in her kitchen and afterward lived in constant fear of walking. I encouraged her to patiently add kale and carrots to her meals. 1 year later, she proudly told me she was walking with her granddaughter every afternoon. "Doctor," she said, "I trust my legs again." Stories like these remind us, age itself is not the enemy. The real enemy is giving up. Now, I want to introduce you to some companions that I believe anyone over 60 should befriend: 5 vegetables that nourish your muscles. Broccoli. I call broccoli the green shield for muscles. It contains sulforaphane, a compound that reduces inflammation and protects cells from aging. Several of my patients told me that simply adding broccoli to dinner made their aches less noticeable. Mrs. Margaret, whom I mentioned earlier, after 3 months of broccoli soup every evening, could walk confidently without a cane. Herb spinach. Spinach contains natural nitrates, proven by science to improve muscle strength. Mr. John, 68, once struggled with stairs. I guided him to add a spinach salad to his lunch. The result? Within 6 weeks, he was walking 2 miles a day. He smiled and said, "I can feel my blood flowing strong again, like when I was young." Leafy green kale. Kale is a treasure of nature, rich in vitamin K, calcium, and antioxidants. It doesn't just strengthen muscles, it also supports bones, a pair that cannot be separated. Mrs. Linda, as I shared, regained the stability of her legs thanks to fruit and kale smoothies. Carrots. They may sound too common, but carrots are a best friend to the neuromuscular system. The beta-carotene and potassium in carrots help the body control muscles more effectively. Mr. George, 70, with just 1 glass of carrot juice every morning, found it easier to stand up and sit down. Seedling green peas. Green peas are an excellent plant-based protein source, rich in BCAAs, the very building blocks for muscle repair and growth. Mrs. Margaret once told me, when I started adding green peas to my soup, not only did my muscles feel stronger, but I also slept better. Now, I know some of you may ask, Doctor, is eating vegetables alone enough? The answer is no. We still need protein from fish, lean meats, or eggs, light exercise such as walking or small hand weights, and, of course, good sleep. But vegetables are the secret key. They don't just nourish muscles, they reduce inflammation, protect bones, and support digestion. Here's a little tip. Have a spinach or kale salad at lunch. Steam broccoli for dinner. Drink a glass of carrot juice in the morning. Cook pea soup 2 to 3 times a week. And remember, you don't have to change everything all at once. Start with just one vegetable. Be patient. Your body will thank you. My dear friends, aging does not have to mean weakness. It can be a season of slowing down, of deepening wisdom, and yes, of strength in a different form. I want you to recall the feeling of youth, the days when your legs ran through the fields, when your arms lifted your children. That feeling has not disappeared. It is still there, waiting to be awakened. And sometimes, the strength to awaken it begins with something as simple as a plate of green vegetables. So next time you're at the market, I hope you look at those bunches of greens differently. They are not just food. They are medicine, for freedom, for dignity, for the joy of living. If you found this story helpful, please leave a comment with your own experiences. Who knows? Your words might inspire thousands of others. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, so we can continue this journey together, the journey toward health, freedom, and joy in the later years of life.